Hi everyone. So in this video I will explain you what is service bus. Service bus is nothing but the message broker. So you need to send a message from system 1 to system 2. Your service bus will sit in between these two systems. Okay, the system 1 send message here and system 2 will read message. So why we need a service bus? It mainly serves for two purposes. One is asynchronous and decoupled to system. Okay, what is asynchronous, right? I'll explain in a simple example. You are sending SMS to your friend. You are sending SMS to your friend. So when your friend phone is switched off, right? It basically comes to your service provider. Any SMS, anything when you pass any kind of message information, it will come to your service provider. Your service provider can be BSNL, Airtel, or can be Verizon. So it will come here and wait for few days, depending upon your service provider condition, right? Let's say 5 days. Until then, if your friend's phone is switched off, then it will send back to you saying that message failure. If let's say if your friend turn on his phone next day, then the message will be delivered and your service provider will send a confirmation saying that message delivered. Okay, that means your system 1 and system 2 is not directly communicating, and it is not an instant right away. It's not synchronous. It waits for a certain time and then the message is delivered. That is called asynchronous. And next one I said decoupled. You are having system 1 and your system 2. So your system 1 and 2 will not communicate directly. Your system 1 send messages to your service bus and system 2 will come and read. This will read, this will write. And all your messages will be in your service bus. So the reason why we are doing that, your system 2 will not directly call your system 1 to bring down the performance, mainly to just avoid the performance issue because of having a dependency between 1 and 2. You can avoid the dependency, like when your system 2 continuously access system 1, your system 1 can slow down. Just to avoid that, your decouple is needed. So now you understand the purpose of why service bus is very important on your day-to-day application. So, and I will explain you the service bus terminology in a simple analogy. You are having the Amazon.com, and when you place the order, so you basically can place the order or you can return the items through the Amazon.com. So what happens? It uses the services called courier service, right? This courier is very important to transfer the order from Amazon.com to your home. This is your home. So your courier can be So this courier is nothing but called topics in service bus. And you might have multiple courier. It can be DHL, USPS, it can be UPS. This is all called subscription. Subscription 1, subscription 2, subscription 2, and this can be subscription 3. So for all buy order, you can define it saying that use DHL for buy. Anything to return, use this one. Okay, so when you place the buy, your DHL will go to your will transfer your product to your home, and if you do the return, these two subscription, basically like your USPS and UPS, come to your home, pick the item and return back to warehouse. This is exactly so whatever you see here, this is called service bus. So anything that writes to your service bus called publish. Anything that reads, they called subscription. So basically there are two operations happen in your service bus: read and write and read. These two operations happens in your service bus. I'll explain you the same concept in a demo in less than a few seconds. So I'm going to create a service bus. Type service bus here. Click this one and simply click create and type any shopping. For this one, I'm going to keep shopping because I have the code already with the name shopping, so I'm reusing that one. And here select standard because I'm going to use a topic. So use standard. If you use basic, the topic will not be available. Review and create. Click create. I'll pause this video for a few seconds. Okay, your service bus is created. Before going to the service bus, I want to show you a few things in my GitHub. So basically, I have two application. One for the publisher. This one basically where you submit your order, like what is the item you are purchasing, and that will be like stored in your service bus. And then I'm using the another application, subscriber.py. Both are like a Python web flask. This one reads the information in the service bus, and then once the messages is read, your messages in the service bus will get deleted. So that is what we are going to do. So this is one portal and this is the other portal. Okay, so this portal where you send the message to your service bus, and this portal you will read and then you delete. Okay, so let me go back to your service bus. So to before even executing the application, you need to do few things. So when you click topics, you need to create a topic first. Right now we don't have any topic. Click topic and you can give the name courier. So as I said before, you can have any name. So it's basically it is a system name. And as I told you before, your courier can be multiple courier service you can have, like DHL, and it can be like UPS or USPS. So I'm going to create a subscription. Your courier is a system, and underneath you can have multiple subscription. It can be a DHL or it can be USPS. That's what I'm going to create. I'm going to use DHL. Reason is that I'm already hard-coded in my code, so I'm using the DHL. I'll show you in a few minutes in my code. Okay, so for now I'll keep it like a default, And right now, if you go and click the DHL, there are no messages at this point of time. If you go back to your Service Bus Explorer, right now we don't have any messages. Okay, this is okay. One thing, in order for you, because I'm running this two web flask from my local, I need to connect to the Azure portal. So for that, in order to get the connectivity to happen, you need to get the credentials. So there is something called shared access policies. If you go back here, go and click this root manage. It is not recommended to show your credential. I'm going to delete this later, but this is for the time being. I will be using to for you to understand. I'm just showing that. Okay, I'm going to copy the primary connection string here, and I'm going to use it in my code. So here I'm using the connection string. I'll delete and I'm going to use a new one. And this is why I said I'm just using the same name, courier and DHL, because I already hard coded. Simply save it. And there is another one called publisher. So there also you need to keep the same connection string name. Okay. So now if you go to your application, order.form, I'm just making sure everything is good. Okay, application is good. Okay, going back to my topics, courier, and going to my subscription, I'm going to send a message. Let me send something different. Food. Let me make it like e-bike 1. Order ID to, okay, price is 260. Submit it. Okay, so now if you come here and do a refresh, there is one active message. If you want to see your message, click this pick from start, and if you click this, you can see what we enter. And I'm going to fill one more. Let me put toys. Okay, I'm buying some toys. I'm making to 25. So now I'm going to refresh again. So there are two messages. So toys, order ID is 234 and price is 25. Okay, and I'm going to use the another application where this will basically go and read all the messages, and as soon as that's why I said, now if you look at here, this is system 1, this is system 2. Both are decoupled. It's only interacting with your service bus. It's not direct. This order form is not talking to the service bus, and vice versa. The service bus is also not communicating to your order form. It's only interacting with your service bus. That's why service bus is a message broker. If I go and click any of this message, show messages, so show message 2 is basically show you what message it is. As soon as it's a display, that means this application read that message and been processed. When you go and do a refresh, it will only show only one message. That message 2 is get deleted. Similarly, if you go and refresh again, earlier it was showing 2 messages. Now it will be only one. And once I click even this, it will, even this one also will get disappear. Okay, now let me refresh. See. Okay, I think still not, process is not completed. Let's wait for a couple of minutes. Yeah, no messages in subscription. We go and refresh, showing 0 of 0 message. I hope you understand the concept of service bus, topics, subscription and publish and etc. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe it. Thank you.